So today we have to start rights, and this would be the part 1 today. CBSE has merged the chapter 2 rights with that of the chapter 1 constitution, why and how. Getting my point? This is not the chapter 2 anymore. It has been merged with that of chapter 1 only. But we are studying it, the chapter 1 into the two parts. Okay. Part 1 was constitution and part 2 has been rights. And this is the part 1 of the rights. So first of all, question arises, students, what do we mean by rights? What are the rights? All of you have studied in standard 9th also. Rights, we have one chapter, last chapter, democratic rights we have. So how can you define the rights? Yes, anyone please?
Ma'am, means means something which is justified or acceptable or morally good.
Very good. Well done. Anyone else? Yes, anyone else? In fact, in a very simple language, we could say that rights are reasonable claims. Are these? Rights are reasonable claims. Reasonable claims means which are acceptable in the society and which are justifiable. What do we mean by reasonable claims? Means law supports them, or government supports them, and those are justifiable, which are expected to live a human life. Getting it? So rights are the reasonable claims. Now question arises, what was the need to have the provisions for rights in the constitution? See, constitution may the functioning of the constitution is mainly with that of the functioning of the government. So what was the need to put some rights, to have the provisions to ensure the rights in the constitution of any country? So what happened? Constitution is mainly attached with functioning of the government. Yes, we could say functioning of administration, functioning of government mainly. How will the government work? How will they share the powers? Okay. So what was the need to have the provisions for some rights in the constitution of the country? What was the need for that?
Ma'am, to ensure that India is a very diverse country and rights were needed to ensure that minorities may not get they should not feel that we are the minorities. Everyone should get proper rights, balanced rights, and equal rights.
Means you want to say if the country is not diverse and if the country doesn't have the
There may be
minority,
conflict.
individuals are not supposed to enjoy any right over there then?
Ma'am, it's
Ma'am,
everyone.
Yes.
ma'am, fundamental rights mean one of the importance of the fundamental rights is to protect the liberties of citizens, and they are very essential for all around development of an individual or a country. And
Very good. Well done. Yes.
and
See,
they protect the citizens from exploitation, allow them to practice their religion, provide education to everyone, access to constitutional law, and maintenance privacy. Means they provide us the basic rule to live.
well, basically we can say, though the constitution deals with that of the functioning of the government, but along with the functioning of the government, yeah, this is the duty of the government to ensure security of every individual, to ensure security. Security in the country, in the society, to individuals. Because we know that every government anyhow is responsible towards the people, accountable to the people. So every government and every country and every constitution has to ensure the security of the individuals. So how can constitution ensure the security to the individuals? Obviously by the rights only. By the rights mainly. Now here we'll go through some examples in our NCERT. We'll see the two examples here. These are, first example is we have from the Asian Games in 1982, and the other case is of the Machal Lalong. And all of you will analyze the things and will discuss why do we need the rights. So either we needed the rights or not. Here I am writing, first of all, we are going to discuss the case of Asian Games 1982. Here I'll take 1982. What happened in 1982? Asian Games had to take place. Okay? And government had to construct the flyovers, etc. for the just to fulfill the purpose to conduct the Asian Games. So this was the case. In short, I am writing this construction of infrastructure. I am writing, है ना, some infrastructure for Asian Games. What happened? The contractors who were given the responsibility, who were contracted to construct construct all these, all of them had to hire the labor. All of you know, for the construction purposes, whenever the labor is hired, it is it is hired on the basis of minimum wages per day. All of you know, okay, whenever the constructions like this take place, so the government, the organizations, institutions, they hire the workforce, they hire the labor on the basis of the wages on daily basis. So obviously here also they had to hire, or we could say government, they had to hire some workforce for the same purpose. And here what happens, the authorities always make the efforts to hire the workforce, because this is not permanent, this is on temporary basis. They always make the efforts that this kind of workforce must be hired at a very lower rates of the wages. Whatsoever has been assigned by the government, leave it aside. Okay, they try to hire the workforce, they try to hire the labor on the lower rates, rather than the assigned one, below the assigned ones. So same things occurred here also. The authorities, the contractor, what happened, he hired the workforce on the wages below the minimum wages, at the rates which were assigned by the government. And all these workers were kept in a very poor condition. They hired the workforce, and this workforce, labor, in short I am writing here labor, and labor was kept under very poor conditions. Beta, don't annotate anyone. I forget and anyone does do this. Who had done this? See, just because of you, I had to go through this. Okay. All of you have noted down all the things?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'll just clear it later on. Please don't annotate if I forget. Normally, though, I just restrict it to you all. Okay. So labor was kept under very poor conditions. Have you got the things? What were the situations? Have you get the basic? In
Yes,
1982,
ma'am.
what happened? Okay. Now here some of the social scientists, see the advantage to study the social studies. Okay, they always raise the voice against exploitation. You see? Now here the attention, some social scientist attention was drawn towards this. Okay, some social scientist noticed it, noticed the poor conditions of the workers. So here what did they do? They filed a PIL. All of you know what is the PIL? What is the PIL? Yes. अरे PIL तो पढ़ा होगा बेटा in standard 10th.
Public public investigation litigation.
Public interest litigation बेटा. ठीक है.
Interest
PIL.
litigation.
We'll discuss this topic later on in the later chapters. Okay, it is in detail in our syllabus, but here we would like to discuss in very brief what is PIL. So PIL is public. Sometimes it is given for 1 mark in the examination. Public interest litigation. What do we mean by public interest litigation? Public interest litigation means, see, here who have been exploited, the workers are being exploited, but for in the interest of the public, who filed PIL? Some social scientist. Means you are not the sufferer, you are not the sufferer of any functioning, but in the interest of the public, when some actions are taken by the individuals, by the organizations, so all these fall under the category of public interest litigation. That they drew the attention of the court towards this, that all these are very exploitative conditions and this must be stopped. This is not allowed by our constitution, by the constitution of India. So some actions must be taken. So they argued on the basis of that all these are the violation of the fundamental rights, right against exploitation. Getting my point? Everyone has get on what ground the social scientists argued?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you get argued? Argued this is violation of fundamental rights. In short, I'm writing this FD. Don't read it fixed deposit. This is fundamental right. Okay. This is, so they argued that this is the violation of fundamental rights. Which fundamental right? Right against, all these will discuss in detail under the fundamental right, this particular fundamental right, rights against exploitation. There are the
Exploitation.
different kinds of exploitation for which the constitution of a country has made the provisions. Okay, In this, we have child labor also, exploitative conditions of the workers also, we have trafficking, we have even
Yes, ma'am.
untouchability, we have,
Forced labor without payment.
yes, forced labor, begar, we have. Okay, so all these in detail we'll discuss in this right only. So these social scientists filed a public interest litigation, and they argued on the basis that this is the violation of fundamental rights and rights against exploitation, and no doubt the court accepted this and directed the government to ensure that thousands of workers get the prescribed wages for their work. Got the point? So all of you feel that the rights are mandatory, rights are essential for the individuals. Yes, say something. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
So all of you feel by this incident, if the provisions had not been there under the fundamental rights in the constitution, could the social scientists fight for the protection of the poor workers, for the poor conditions of the workers, poor
No,
conditions
ma'am.
of the labor? Could they? They could not.
No, ma'am.
They could fight for them. Reason? Because they they were very much aware of the constitution of the country, and they fought for the rights of the labor. Got it? So we could say that the rights are always essential to ensure the security to individuals. Okay, and all these must be acceptable in the society. When these would be acceptable? When government will approve them, when the constitution of the country will approve them. Getting it? So now we move towards the second case. Should I clear this? Everyone has get it, I hope. Any problem? Should we discuss the
No,
second case
ma'am.
now? Okay. Now
Yes,
we'll
ma'am.
see the second example. So sometimes 6 marker question is given to you. Just explain why the rights are mandatory for the security of the individuals. For the security to the individuals, just justify with the help of some examples. Students leave the examples, they don't remember at that time what examples we have to give. Not only this, if you know any other relevant example, you can go with that also. Getting it? But it should be explained in a very proper manner. Clear? Okay. Now we come on the next. Second incidence is
Mashal long case.
Machal Lalong. Yes, good.
Mashal long.
है ना? That was the first case we discussed. Why are the rights are essential for the individuals, and why constitution must give the protection to the individuals like this. Second case we'll discuss Machal Lalong. Anyone has studied, so please you can explain the case of
Ma'am, can I?
Yes, of course. Very good. Go ahead.
Ma'am, he was 23-year-old when he was arrested, and
Yes.
he
On
lived
what
in
ground?
a ma'am because he was charged of causing grievous injuries.
Very good. Yes.
But he was mentally unstable to stand in a trial, so he was sent to the Lokpriya Gopinath means mental hospital for a treatment.
Okay.
After
Just
when
just
he
wait
was
here. Just wait here, beta. Just let me know why could the trial not take place against him? What was the reason? Anyone? Please.
Because he was
ma'am,
mentally disabled.
Hmm?
Ma'am, because he was unfit for the
He
trial.
was mentally disabled.
Very good. Because as per the legal provisions, as per the law, the trial can be taken against the person if the person is of sound mind. Okay, this is one of the essential condition to take the trial place against any individual. If the person would be of unsound mind, the trial against anyone in the court cannot take place. If the person is not mentally fit, sound mind means the person must be mentally fit to face the trial. Yes, please carry on.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
after that, when he treated successfully in 1967 and in 1996, doctor wrote twice to jail authorities that he was fit to stand in trial, but no one paid any attention to it. Then he was remained in judicial custody. After that, he was released in July 2005 and he was 77 years old then, and he spent his 54 years of life in jail. And he released and he was free, and
Yes.
after that also he was free from the judicial custodies when the National Human Rights Commission provide an means inspection under a means they just went to the jail to check out the case of him case of him.
So how can you analyze that the rights are essential to ensure the security to individual by this case? Just explain. Anyone else can also explain. All of you have come to know the case.
Then because our constitution
Yes.
gives every citizens to right to liberty and right to life and liberty. This means that every citizens must also have right to fair and speedy trial. But
Yes.
in his
Why
case,
speedy trial they want? Why speedy trial should be there? How can you say?
Ma'am, ma'am, in a case, if the person is not accused, is not guilty, what he is accused for, then he'll go for the trial out of nowhere, because he don't need the trial. He don't need to be in the jail, but he is there, so his life is being spoiled, and this is also exploitation of his rights.
Hmm. Wait. Yes. And fine. Yes, beta. See, he was arrested in the age of 23 years of age. Getting it? And he was released by the jail authorities. He was declared free. That he uh, he uh, he has not committed any kind of offense, any kind of crime. When it was declared by the court, he was in the age of 77 years. Now could you see what's the gap in between them? How
ma'am,
long
54
years he
years.
stayed in the jail? He stayed in the
Ma'am,
custody
54.
for 54 years approx. 54 years. And after 54 years, court had to declare, only court declared that he is not the guilty of any offense. He is not guilty of any crime. So what about these precious 54 years of the life of any individual? Would you see the condition? Even in that, after 54 years, the decision was taken. The trial took place just when National Human Rights Commission anyhow came to know of the situation, and the trial took place in the court. Otherwise it had not taken place even after 54 years, despite the jail authorities had already intimated in 1967 and 1996 to the authorities that now he has become mentally fit and fine, and the trial can take place against him. He is in the situation to face the trial in the court. Could you imagine? So here, anyhow, 54 years of life of any individual had been wasted. And after the trial took place, he was released. He was not found guilty for any of the crime. Got it? So you feel that the rights are essential to secure the individuals? All of you feel or not? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, this is mandatory so that the life of any person could not be passed like this in behind the bars only. If the just in the absence of the speedy trial. So just to protect this one, so this was the violation of the right to, which right was violated? In short, I am writing, please all of you can get violation of
Right to constitution.
right to life and liberty. Life and liberty. Getting it? This was the right. This was the violation of this right. So just to protect this, right, now the provisions have been made for the speedy trial. Whosoever has been arrested within 24 hours, the person is supposed to present before the magistrate. Getting it? And the trial will take place. And if the person is not found guilty, the person is supposed to be released by the authorities. The person cannot be kept in the police custody. I hope all of you have get the points why the rights are essential to ensure the security to the individuals. Got it? So we could see that Machal's entire life was wasted because a proper trial against him never took place. And our constitution gives every citizen the right to life and liberty. This means that every citizen must also have the right to fair and speedy trial. Machal's case shows that what happens when rights granted by the constitution are not available in practice. Getting it? So this is the drawback. If the rights have been granted by the constitution and all these are not in practice, so what losses can be there to the individuals in the society or in the country? In the case of first incidence, there was violation of rights provided in the constitution, but it was challenged in the court, and consequently workers could get what was due to them in the form of their rightful wages. The constitutional guarantee of the right against exploitation ensured justice to all the workers. We have discussed all these. Now should we move to the next topic? Everyone has get the things. Can you explain? Can you analyze the things in your own way now? Okay, this is not necessary that you mention only these two cases. You can mention any relevant case if you have, but please, it must be relevant, and you should know how to prove your own points during writing the answers in political science. So now we move towards the next topic. This is the Bill of Rights. Yes, next topic is Bill of Rights. Anyone can define me what are the Bill of Rights, from where did it come? Of you might have studied in standard 10th. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, please.
And ma'am, Bill of Rights, ma'am, such a list of rights which is mentioned and protected by the Constitution is called Bill of Rights. Means Bill of Rights prohibits the government for acting against the rights of individuals and ensuring a remedy in case their rights are violated.
Yes. In short, we can say democracy must ensure some rights to its citizens, or to people. Okay, all these rights are very basic in nature and these are known as the fundamental rights. But the question arises, from where the Bill of Rights came into existence? What was the need to have the Bill of Rights? What is this Bill of Rights? This is fine that this is the whatsoever the some basic rights are ensured by the states, by the countries, by the constitution, that is known as the Bill of Rights. But from where this concept came up? Anyone, please? Anyone is aware?
Ma'am,
Yes. Yes, beta.
ma'am, the Bill of Rights, it's like the Motilal Nehru Committee of our Constituent Assembly demanded for
But he
certain
didn't have
rights.
the
These
provisions for any kind of basic rights at that time. He had the objective to attain complete independence only. He didn't have any provision for the rights at that time. He was not speaking of the rights. So this is not related with that of the Bill of Rights.
Ma'am, we have taken the idea of Bill of Rights from US Constitution.
Yes, but a Bill of Rights are Bill of Rights means what happens. First of all, democracy arose in the USA only. Better just wait, please. I'm coming back. So, good morning, madam. Yes. So, Bill of Rights, democracy must ensure some rights to its citizens. Okay. So, this concept came. What happened? America. First of all, democracy came in the USA. First of all, democracy arose in the USA only. And here what happened? USA brought the concept of some basic rights. All of you know? Yes? Yes, students? Are you aware?
yes, ma'am.
First of all, democracy had arisen in the USA and USA brought idea of some basic rights. In fact, we could say idea of some basic rights to the world, to the world or to their own country. Basic rights to people, that every person, every individual must be given some basic rights, whosoever this is. Okay, beyond any kind of discrimination. No person, no individual must be discriminated. Okay, so USA brought this idea and USA compiled some basic rights into one. That these are the basic rights as the right to life and liberty, and a right to privacy as per them. This was there, and a right to freedom, right against exploitation. So all these kind of basic rights have been compiled by the authorities in the USA. Now what happened? It began to be considered all over the world. Whosoever country adopts democracy, or whichsoever country adopts democracy, So under democracy, it will be the duty of that country, it will be the duty of the state to ensure the security to the individuals, and this security will be provided to the individuals under the different rights. Under the different, we could say under some basic rights. So then onwards, what happened after all these basic rights began to be known as the Bill of Rights,